Hello, what's up, everybody? Timothy Apollo here. Since I'm on the tip of politics today for some reason, that's what we're going to talk about, okay? But first and foremost, I need to send a shout out to my son, Timothy Rhodes. His birthday is today. He turns 14 years old. Proud of you. Love you to death, son, okay? Really. When you getting a job? No, I'm just tripping. I'm just tripping. We need you to work, though, dude. Find you a job. Anyhow, Trump, not too long ago, maybe about a week ago, and I'm just not getting the news in. I'm sorry. I don't keep up on politics as much as I should, but I'm fair with it. I catch up on it maybe about a week and a couple of days after sometimes. Hey, I never let it get to 2 and 3 weeks because politics is important. Okay, it plays a vital role in my life, your life. I don't care what color you are. Okay, politics is going to be there. Okay, the Romans, the Greeks, you name it, everybody has politics in their lives. Anyhow, with all that being said, Trump made the announcement, which it wasn't a shocking surprise, that he's a nationalist. Okay. Yeah, that he's a nationalist. You've got two kinds, okay? You've got a nationalist and you've got a globalist, okay? A nationalist chooses to take care of his country, his nationality, okay? A globalist, obviously, chooses the globe, wants the globe to prosper. Me, myself, I'm going to be honest with you, I am a nationalist, okay? Period. I'm a nationalist. Now, don't get me wrong. Oh, that's selfish. We got other people in the world that has to do this. Shut up and listen. Fuck up, okay? First of all, people. It's good that you may want the world to do good. But in order for you to help the world, okay, for you to help somebody else as a single individual, you have to take care of self first, okay? It's common sense. It's common logic, okay? Period. If you got one banana, okay, if you got one apple, okay, that's fine. You can cut that apple in half and give it to your friend. But after you guys have eaten those two halves of that apple, then what's left? You're hungry. He or she is hungry. You don't have the energy to go and get more apples. Okay? My point is this, people. I hear a lot of people talking and saying, oh, we need to do for this country, we need to do for that country. It's not logical to do for other people's when you can barely do for yourself. Okay? It's not logical. It's not sensible. Okay? It's not. And that's what I think we as a country, we tend to do a lot of times, which in nature is good. It's a damn good thing. But it's just not logical. Okay, it's called self-preservation. Okay, we have to have self-preservation about self. We have to have self-preservation. I guess nowadays you have to have it installed into you. Okay, me, I come with self-preservation, so I know that this house, this country comes first. Okay, then when we're situated, then when we're at even peaks. Okay, then I can go out and say, oh, let me donate some money or clothes to this organization when I have money and clothes. Or better yet, let me help this other country because our national debt is down, crime is down, poverty is down. Okay? And I'm not saying for this stuff to be perfect or for you as an individual to be perfect for you to want to help somebody else. I'm just saying, take care of house first. Just a couple of days ago, I was in a pretty much heated debate with an associate of mine. Okay? Long story short, he felt that, oh, we need to help anybody who wants to come over here. If anybody wants to come over here, then that's fine. We should let them over here. It's only the right thing to do. So I asked this gentleman, I said, so even if they're going to hurt and harm you financially, not necessarily physically, but I said to him, even if it's gonna affect your pockets, you would prefer to take care of somebody else or allow somebody to diminish your income and well-being. Well, this individual told me then, and I kid you not, he said, yes. He says, what you're saying is selfish. Okay? What you're saying doesn't make sense. We have to help everybody else in the world. People have a right to want to do better. Okay? And they should. Even if we have to take one for the team. Stop right there. I cut him off right there. Because here's my thing. Okay? People, men, women. What comes first? Your house or your neighbor's house? Honestly, which comes first? Okay? There's nothing wrong with helping your neighbor out. You're not going to give that neighbor the last bit of peanut butter. Seriously. And some of you live next door to that neighbor that's always borrowing sugar and soap and shit. You know, if your next door neighbor is close to you, they may actually build up the stones, have the galls to say, yo, you throw me a roll of tissue just until I go to the store. And you don't mind doing it because you know you got enough tissue to go between you and your neighbor's house. You may not mind giving them that sugar because you know that you've got enough sugar to split. But let's be real. Ask yourself this. If you're on your last roll of tissue, are you going to lend that tissue out? I mean, seriously, we don't even want to go into details about that if you're going to lend that last roll of tissue out. If you got your last $5 in your pocket, okay, you got to get gas, okay, and you may want you to something to snack on, okay? Seriously, are you going to give your last? Are you going to give what may benefit you and your household to help your neighbors out when you don't have? That's the difference, and that's the difference in being a nationalist and a globalist. By all means, don't get me wrong. I find nothing wrong with being a globalist, okay? But you have to be a realist first. You cannot do or provide for the next until your house, your affairs is in order. People, be rational. Rational, okay? Take your emotions out of politics, okay? Seriously, emotions and politics does not mix. Emotion and business does not mix, period. They don't. And that's where a lot of us mess up at. Your heart tells you, let me help the people next door. Your heart tells you, let me help the people in the next country. But if your mind and your pockets ain't supporting that shit, then I suggest you take another course of action. Okay? So there it is. Okay, I'm gonna be honest with you. I support our president when he says, hey, he's a nationalist. I'm a nationalist. You all should be nationalists. Okay, period. We all should want to better ourselves. Okay, our house first. Then we can choose to be globalists. Matter of fact, even if you are a globalist, you should say, well, gee, in order for me to go out there and save the world, I've got to build my house up. Get me together first. Get me straight. And that's what, let me not say that's what's wrong, but therein lies the problem and the plan of saving the world. You have to save yourself first. So again, I'm a nationalist. I support my president when he say he is a nationalist. You guys should too. Matter of fact, you guys should want to be a nationalist, okay? Or better yet, in layman's terms, you should want to take care of your own crib before you try to give handout to the neighbors, you know? Anyhow, people, this is Timothy Apollo. Like, subscribe, view, check out some of my stuff. I'm going to be doing a little bit more, how can I say this? I'm going to be doing a little bit more different types of videos. I'm going to try different platforms. But for the moment, this is what I'm giving you. And hey, this is what I have to offer. Okay? Like, subscribe, again, push the button. Push the button. One love, people. One love.